करूं? सर पे स्टार्ट करूं? Dr. Arvind Kumar, sir, I request you to unmute your microphone and video as well. Sir, I request you to unmute.
Yeah, sure, madam. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible. Am I audible?
Yes. Thank you. I switch on my video.
Yes, sir, please turn your video on.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, sir. Hope you're doing great.
Yes, please. Thank you.
I'm Sayed Uzma, the host for this event today. We are honored to have you join us today and are eager to learn from your experiences. Sir, let me introduce you to my audience. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor and privilege to extend a warm virtual welcome to our esteemed speaker who have joined us through video call. Please welcome Professor and Dean, Atal Bihari Vajpayee School of Management and Entrepreneurship, Dr. Arvind Kumar. Over to you,
Thank
sir.
you. So can I start now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. So first of all, thank you very much for having me. Honorable Chairman Dr. M. Khan Sahab, Dr. Arif Thakur, Director of the Institute, and Ms. Ambrina, Sabina, Rumansa, and Mr. Sajid Gul, Farooq Ahmed Saab, Masoodi ji, Honorable Chief Guest of the today's national seminar, and Dean Academic Affairs, University of Kashmir. Then we also had guest of honor, uh, then Khurshid Bhatt Saab, Dr. Meenakshi Kaushik ji, Dean Academic, Dean Research, Trinity College, IP University, Parvez Mir Sahab, Dr. Asif Sahab, uh, my, uh, my distinguished panelist for the day, Dr. S.K. Gupta Sahab, who is Managing Director of Registered Volume Organization at very prestigious ICAI, Dr. Farooqi Sahab, Dr. Asifa Sahab, and fellow delegates across the country, and my most dear students. So first of all, I want to thank for having me for one-day national seminar on digital transformation, empowering the future. And this is organized by Iqbal Institute of Technology and Management. When I was just going through about the institute, so I learned this is one of the premier institute where the focus is on moral education, extracurricular activities, and social services. I also learned this is one of the premier institutions of not only with J&K, this is a premier institution of entire country. And before joining your national seminar, I was hearing Dr. Meenakshi Kaushik, who authored a book on the same theme. So she is an authority in the digital transformation. So let me also share with you, with all esteemed delegates here, that institution has really chosen a very contemporary theme, which is need of the hour. So which is digital transformation, empowering the future. The government of India under the able leadership of our honorable Prime Minister. So Digital India was one of the programs, and now we cannot think of digital transformation. You talk about any spectrum of life, everywhere we have to really think of digital transformation. Now the question is the implication part, how really we are using this digital transformation in our specific domains of life, be it academia, be it healthcare, be it industry, or any other area. So I really wanted to congratulate Iqbal Institute of Management for choosing such a contemporary theme for national seminar. And when it comes to Kashmir, so I have been reminded one of the couplets by Firdaus, which says, घर फिरदौस बर रुई जमी अस्ते hami asto hami asto. Those who are not from India, so for them I want to translate. If there is a heaven on earth, so this is the Kashmir. I wish I could have joined in person, but I am sure the organizer will invite me in some other academic activities where I can also join in person. At Delhi, we are almost 40 degree or more than 40 degrees centigrade temperature. I hope all delegates are enjoying the weather of Kashmir. Coming back to the topic, so what I planned for the day is today we'll discuss about deep into the transformative power of artificial intelligence, machine learning, IoT, cloud computing, and data analytics. These are the buzzwords when you really think of digital transformation. Today, we'll not only share our personal experience with these technologies, but also discuss their profound impact on policies and pressing need for more frameworks. Moreover, we aim to inspire young entrepreneurs to seize the countless opportunities these technology presents. So let's discuss one by one. The first area that I pick up is artificial intelligence. So it's a pinnacle of computer science, empowers machine to mimic human intelligence. I was also hearing the conversation where we were comparing the human brain versus artificial intelligence or cloud computing. So undoubtedly, there is no doubt about it that human brain is much powerful. We cannot replace human brain cannot be replaced by any machine. I'm in a strong belief of that. Though these all technology can definitely ease out our operations. So coming back to the artificial intelligence, so it also encompasses natural languages processing, computer vision, expert system, revolutionizing various sectors, be it healthcare, be it finance, be it transportation. You pick up any area, so a lot of areas, there is a use of AI. Another important concept is machine learning. So it's a subset of AI, enables machine to learn from data and improve performance without explicit programming. Through algorithms, machine learning enables predictive analysis, anomaly detection, and personalized recommendations. IoT, this is the third concept, is referred to the interconnection of everybody everyday objectives by the internet, enabling seamless communication and data exchange. It has transformed industries like agriculture, manufacturing, smart cities, enhancing efficiency, safety, sustainability. Cloud computing, when it comes to the cloud computing, so it provides on-demand access to shared computing resources, storage, and application. It also offers scalability, cost effectiveness, and flexibility, enabling business to focus on innovation rather than infrastructure management. So innovation is one of the important themes of cloud computing. Another important buzzword is data analytics. And let me also share with August gathering here. A lot of these schools started rolling out programs on data analytics, business analytics. So this my talk is basically student centric. I know a lot of faculty members, colleagues are also joined this national seminar. So I am trying to make my talk student centric. So that's why somewhere I'm also talking about some of the conceptual part. So data analytics involve extracting actionable insight from vast amounts of data. So when it comes to the data, so everywhere you will find a lot of data. Big data is there. Big data analytics is also there. It encompasses descriptive, diagnostic, predictive, and prescriptive analytics, driving evidence-based decision making and business intelligence. So a lot of decision making is done based on the data, and now the technology is available so where you can apply data analytics. So I'll give you some of the example of AI application. So one of the example of AI application is healthcare. So in healthcare, AI-powered systems can analyze medical images, be it X-rays or MRIs, to assist radiologists in detecting abnormalities or diagnosing disease at early stages. So now you can see like robotics is also performing surgical operations. So in case if you are thinking of say 50 years back, it was not possible. Thanks to technology that now even in healthcare, a lot of contribution is made by the technology. Then we can also talk about finance. AI algorithms can analyze vast amounts of financial data to detect patterns, predict market trends, and make automated investment decisions. So a lot of investment decisions are also made based on the artificial intelligence. Next area of application of AI is customer service. Chatbots, virtual assistant employ natural language processing, which is popularly known as NLP, to provide instant and personalized customer support, enhancing user experience. You could have also observed that whenever you are browsing a website, so then the message flash and say, "May I help you? Can I help you?" So a lot of companies are really using artificial intelligence for customer satisfaction. So there is no phone call now. A lot of people have really bugged up by the phone calls, and you really don't want to pick up. I have seen a lot of people कि क्या करते हैं कि जैसे unsolicited call आते हैं, they try to block the people. So now let me talk about some of the application of machine learning. So machine learning personalized recommendations. Platforms like Netflix, Amazon use the machine learning to analyze user preferences and behavior, suggesting relevant movies or products. Another area of machine learning is fraud detection. So ML algorithms can analyze patterns in transaction data to identify suspicious activity and prevent fraud in real time. So that is also very important area so far the machine learning applications are concerned. And nowadays you could have also seen that autonomous vehicles where machine learning enabling self-driving cars learning from various sensors and data inputs. So very soon, even in India, you will find that without driver, you will find driving car roaming around here and there. So that is another great application of machine learning. Similarly, I can share some of the application of IoT. One of them is smart home. IoT devices like smart thermostats, security systems, and lighting controls allow homeowners to remotely monitor and control their home's function. So look at one of the camera has been put up. You are sitting in one of the city of United States of America, and you can see what is going on despite of difference of time zone. So a lot of applications are there. One of the application is the smart home. Then we also have industrial IoT. In manufacturing, IoT sensors and devices can collect data on machine performance, optimizing operations, predicting maintenance needs, and reducing downtime. So like whenever the maintenance is required, some message will come. This is the high time for maintaining XYZ machine. So these industrial applications has been done by IoT. Even in the area of agriculture, country like ours, which is agri-driven economy we have in our country, so a lot of IoT applications are there. So it is combined with soil sensors, weather data, automated irrigation system, help farmers monitor crop health, optimizing water usage, and increase yields. Day before yesterday, we also have a storm in Gujarat, and everybody we come from Delhi NCR region. So nowadays, NDMA, National Disaster Management Authority, so they were also sending alarms like cities like Noida or Bulandshahr. So I was very thrilled to learn that our agencies are really doing a great job. And now let me move to the cloud computing application. So data storage and backup is one of the applications. Software as a service, very important application of cloud computing, which is also known as a SaaS, SaaS. Don't misunderstood SaaS by another meaning, because lot of dramas are based on the SaaS. But here in technology, SaaS stands for software as a service, SaaS. So applications like Salesforce, Microsoft Office 365 are delivered through the cloud, eliminating the need of local installation and allowing seamless collaborations. So gone are the days where you are collecting software from XYZ place, making some payment. So all everything can be done through.
So you are not audible. So you are not audible. No, sir.
Bluetooth connected.
Can you confirm, am I audible or not?
Yes, sir. Now you're audible.
Okay, thank you. So continuing, I was just sharing a few industry example. So one of the example is Tesla company. So it's a electric vehicle and clean energy company. Utilize AI, ML, and IoT to revolutionize the automotive industry. Their vehicles incorporate advanced driver assistance system powered by AI, artificial intelligence, machine learning, enabling features like autonomous driving, predictive maintenance. Tesla also uses data analytics to collect and analyze real-time data from their vehicles. We have a lot of examples, so I will not go into the detail. I'll give you few very not very popular examples. So there is a company called C3. C3 AI is an enterprise AI software company that combines AI, ML, and IoT to develop predictive analytics and AI powered application. So C3 company is not very popular company like Amazon or Uber is. So I thought I must share with the August gathering here. So what they do, their platform perform enabling organization to analyze vast amounts of data from their various sources, empowering them to make data-driven decisions and optimize their operation. AI solutions are used across industries like energy, manufacturing, and healthcare. So these are few not very popular companies. Even these companies are using AI, ML, IoT. These applications are used by these companies. There is also another fintech company. Fintech stands for where technology and finance is clubbed together. So Stripe is one fintech company that provides payment processing and infrastructure for online businesses. They leverage AI ML to detect and prevent fraud by analyzing transaction patterns and user behavior. Stripe's platform also utilizes data analytics to provide insights into payment trends, customer behavior, helping business optimize their payment processes. Uh, there are few concerns. I've been hearing insights from eminent speakers. They were talking about one discussion that I mentioned earlier was human brain versus machines. So I've already shared my views, but there are few considerations like data privacy and security. So whenever you are using technology like artificial intelligence, machine learning, IoT, so there is an important concern about the data privacy. Like who is using? We have several examples. Like one of the controversy happened with the Facebook. So that also happened during the election. So there was a charge on a position. Like a lot of data has been taken for the political campaigning. So one of the important consideration is data privacy and data security. Though there are some legal regulations, when I talk about some of the regulation, so California Consumer Privacy Act is one of the legislation. In India, we have Information Technology Act 2000. Then it was amended in the year 2008. Second important issue is ethical issue. So whenever we are using technology like artificial intelligence, machine learning, so there is also ethical consideration. That is the important issue. So the data we are using, we are not breaching the privacy. This is one, and we are using for the ethical purposes. That is more important consideration. Then there is also some other consideration like regulation of autonomous system, digital infrastructure and connectivity. These are important consideration before heavily using digital transformation or heavily using these technologies. Very important digital transformation in government services. As I was mentioning in the beginning of my talk, like government of India started Digital India program. So a lot of digital transformation is taking place. Governments are embracing digital transformation to enhance public service and improving efficiency. So let me give you one of the example. There is a NAD and digital locker almost by every university. Later or sooner, they have to have digital lockers for the students. I come from Jawaharlal Nehru University, Delhi. So we are one of the premier central university of the country. So we have also started at our university NAD and digital lockers until unless the student does not have ABC ID, they are not allowed to register. So in a way, we are already like practicing digital transformation in real sense. And let me also share with you that JNU also has every operation through the e-office supported by NIC, Ministry of Electronics. So like we don't move to the physical papers, we move each and every applications to the e-office. Even in case if I could have joined here in person, then I have to apply for the duty leave. So that duty leave is also done through the leave management system, which is known as LMS system. So JNU is one of the university where we are really using applications of digital transformation technology. So very quickly, I'll take another 2 3 minutes, then I'll wind up because I know the schedule is already late. Then other esteemed speakers are waiting for their lecture, Professor Gupta and Professor Asif ji. So I'll try to wind up within 2 3 minutes. Very popular example is Netflix. It's a prime example of how AI and machine learning have disrupted the entertainment industry. The company utilized data analytics and machine learning algorithms to analyze user behavior, viewing preferences, engagement patterns. These enables them to provide personalized recommendations, optimize their content library, and create original content that resonates with their audience. So this is one of the recent example in entertainment industry how technology is used. Another example is Uber. Everybody, I hope everybody in this room is use the services of Uber. So Uber disrupted the transportation industry by utilizing AI, ML, IoT, and cloud computing. Their platform utilized AI algorithms to match riders. For example, you are just booking from say Nehru Place to the Jawaharlal Nehru University. So then they will try to connect with one of the cab, the taxi driver. At times, the price also keep on fluctuating. At times, you are not willing to cancel your trip, but the driver will cancel your ride. So these are the real examples. So everything is incorporated, be it pricing part, convenience part, availability part. So that is one of the best examples. I will not go into the detail. Spotify is also one of the leading music streaming platform that I will not talk about. Google and Baje. Everybody knows about the Google. So they offer a lot of services. Even for academic purpose, Google Classroom is one of the most important applications that we have. Google Meet. So a lot of knowledge. Nowadays, the people are saying that there is no need of having the teachers. Teachers can be replaced by the Google. So if you don't know anything, they will say, "Oh, go to the Google Guru. Google Guru will answer." But only thing that I find with the Google is relevant information. If you are searching X word, Y word, so a lot of words will come. Now, how will you identify which one is relevant for you? Where the role of teacher comes? So teacher, still I strongly believe that teachers has a lot of significance, though the technology, I'm not denying the importance of technology, but I strongly believe that still there is a role of teacher who will identifying the relevant information, which information is relevant for the students or not. So though there are a lot of other examples, so I will not go into that details. So with these words, I would like to thank IITM, Iqbal Institute of Technology and Management, particularly the chairman and the director of the institute for inviting me. It was wonderful experience interacting with all of you. I was I could have come in person. So thank you very much for having me. I will close with one of the Urdu couplet which goes like this. कभी भी है गुल कभी शमशीर सा है कभी भी है गुल कभी शमशीर सा है वो गोया वादी एक कश्मीर सा है so thank you very much IITM for having me thank you very much
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. We are truly honored and grateful that you took the time to join us today and shared your profound experiences with us. Dr. Arvind, please unmute.
yes please I think you are trying to say something uh, your voice is not audible Gupta sir can you check are they audible
Sir, I'm conveying heartiest thanks from our chairman, sir.
thank you
Thank you so much, sir. And from Dr. Minakshi as well. Sir, am I audible?
yes you are audible
Dr. Minakshi is also thankful to you.
yes madam
Sir, both the chairman, sir, and Dr. Minakshi, both of them are very thankful to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, madam. Thank you so much. It was pleasure talking and interacting with all of you.
Dr. S.K. Gupta, sir, Can you please unmute?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Hope you're doing great.
I'm good, thank you.
Sir, we are so grateful and honored that you took the time to join us today.
Thank you, thank you.
So let me introduce you to my audience. Dear audience, with this, let's extend our sincerest welcome to Managing Director of Registered Values Organization of the Institute of Cost Accounts of India. Give a huge round of applause. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. First of all, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you so very much to the director, the management, Dr. Meenakshi, and other organizers of this seminar on a very important theme and perspective of digitization, which is revolutionizing our lives, our businesses, our economies, and across the world, across the planet. Just give me a second. Let me share my presentation on the screen, please. Kindly allow me to share my presentation, please.
Yes, sir, the stage is all yours.
Kindly allow me to share my presentation.
Presentation share करनी आप allow हाँ वो वही बोल रहे हैं
Kindly allow me to share my presentation, please.
Yes, sir, we are right with the procedure.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sir, can you please hold the mic closer? You are not clearly audible.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So the topic or the theme that I have chosen for this exciting seminar is the interlinkage between digital transformation and sustainable development. That's the crux. Both of these two terms are the buzzword across the planet today. We are looking at great and significant changes arising in our lives, in our businesses because of digital transformation. And at the same time, we are all looking at building up a sustainable planet, building up sustainable development strategies. And that is the link which I'm going to explore in my perspective on this particular theme, digital transformation, key to sustainable development. We are passing through fourth industrial revolution. And during this time, a lot of things are happening in the marketplace. It is changing human activity in terms of the way we make and produce things, the way we use the resources available on our planet, the way we communicate and interact with each other, the way we learn, the way we work, and the way we govern, and the way we do business, everything is undergoing a huge change. And we are also looking at some very, very disruptive business models. My previous speaker gave the example of Uber. Uber is world's largest travel car company, but they do not own a single car. That is the beauty of their business model. Similarly, world's largest travel lodging company does not own a single hotel property of their own. That's Airbnb. And the world's largest retailer, Amazon, does not own a single brick and mortar store. These are amazingly disruptive business models made possible by digital transformation which is happening across the world. And the speed, scope, and reach of digital transformation is simply unprecedented. So there is a lot of euphoria amongst us. We are all living a life which is much easier than the life of our forefathers. We have access to better products. We have access to convenient services. And of course, the income levels of the people across the globe are also growing slowly but steadily and sustainably. But there is a cost that we are paying for all this. The cost and the challenges, there is fast depletion of scarce natural resources across the planet. Environmental degradation is taking place. If you want to question whether quality of life is becoming better or worse, I think that's a debatable question. Are we happier than our forefathers? That's a debatable question because happiness depends upon the context, upon the situation, upon a particular point in time. We can't really compare two different time horizons, but nonetheless, it is very clear we are living a life where we have a lot of new products, convenient services, life becoming easier, but there is a challenge of keeping this planet intact for future generations to come. That means we are looking for economic development, we are looking for digitization to support economic development, but that should happen in a manner which keeps the planet sustainable, available for future generations. Because we know there is no planet B. We have inherited this planet from our forefathers, and we have a moral responsibility of handing over this planet to future generations in the same manner. We have no right to destroy this planet, and that's where sustainability becomes an important buzzword. So there is a very fine interface between digital transformation and sustainability. This picture tells you a lot of things about the connection between digital transformation and sustainability. One single picture tells you a whole lot of truth, tells you a whole lot of dimensions of the interconnection and the nexus between digital transformation and sustainability. Digital transformation has become a reality today with machine learning, artificial intelligence, blockchain technology, cloud computing, embedding in our lives and our businesses. But this phenomena has to be leveraged through the lens of sustainability because the relationship between sustainability and digital transformation is complementary, if not interdependent. World Economic Forum has come out with United Nations Sustainable Development Goals 2030, which provide a clear direction for all the countries of the world to take necessary action with a view to ensuring that we are able to protect our planet and maintain its sustainability over a period of time. And in this dimension and in this challenge, in this journey, digital transformation has a huge role to play. Digitization and sustainability, these are two biggest issues of our time, biggest opportunities of our time, and they extend into all the dimensions of humanity, human life, personal life of people, societies, nations, and the entire world. These two fields may seem to be contradictory, but actually they are not. Because technological innovations, digital transformation also requires resources. Resources available on this planet are finite. You have only a limited supply of scarce resources available to us. And thus, the companies are under pressure to operate sustainably and also apply technological innovations for making better products, attracting customers, providing solutions to mankind problems, and that's where the interconnection between digitization and sustainability becomes very, very clear and very evident. Today's society is entering into a period of unprecedented technological advances. Changes are occurring at a speed and scale which is far beyond anything experienced before. And thus, it is very important for all of us to kindly look at the literature, the books available on the particular subject, so as to be able to fathom and understand the digital transformation which is taking place across the world, including that in India. I would specially here refer and recommend to you a book by Dr. Meenakshi, Digital Transformation, Recent Trends and Practices, which covers many important chapters relating to several areas of digitization and its industry application. The attraction of the book is that eminent professors like Dr. Anil from IIT Roorkee, Dr. Arvind from JNU, Dr. Asif from AMU, and other research scholars and industry people have collaborated together in bringing out this piece of literature in the domain of digitization, which I believe and recommend is a good read and a sure read for all of us to be able to understand the kind of technological advances which are taking shape and taking place in this world. Digital capabilities, whether it is analytics, whether it is storage of data, whether it is processing of data, it definitely impacts the business, it impacts customer experience, and it also enhances the efficiency of operational processes. And all this leads to increase in productivity, higher revenue generation for the companies and businesses, and definitely cost reduction. Cost reductions not by way of creating unemployment for the people. Many people fear that when you go for IT solutions, human beings are becoming redundant, but that's not what actually happens. There are lot many new opportunities which arise with one IT application, replacing two human beings, maybe for that matter, but it provides ample opportunities for four other people, five other people in multiple dimensions of the business, including IT architecture. The future for humanity is digital transformation. Digital transformation is going to define how we will live our life, how will we work, how will we interact with each other, whether technology becomes an empowering force for good or more division and exclusion will depend upon the choices that we make now. Disruptions and technological advances can support and facilitate sustainability challenges. When you go for sustainability, strategic thinking and processes, what we are basically looking for alternate raw materials, alternate supply chains, alternate ways of production, alternate consumption patterns, and this is what digital transformation can provide a solution for creating sustainable and sustainability planet, two issues going together very, very easily in this form. India today has a GDP of 3.75 trillion US dollars. India is the fifth largest economy of the world out of 195 countries in the world. It's a matter of pride for all of us. But when you look at the other side, the story is not all that very rosy. We have lots of people who are living below the poverty line. There are lots of people who are at the bottom of the pyramid. Growth has happened during the period of 75 years of India's independence, but the growth has not been inclusive. Many people are still below the poverty line and they have not got the benefits of economic development which has happened in the country. And thus there is need for bridging this divide between the haves and the have-nots, between the poor and the rich. And that's where digital transformation can play a very, very interesting and very important role. inclusive digital transformation, addressing the needs of the poorest as well as the most vulnerable and marginalized groups, including women and people with disabilities. This can definitely reduce inequalities and over a period of time trying to bridge the gap between rich and poor in a more equitable and a fair and transparent manner. Technology can provide a huge benefit for vulnerable sections of the society. We are looking at digital Bharat. We are looking at creating digital platforms and digital services for various kinds of government services, subsidies, and other benefits that the government is providing. Today, the money directly goes to the beneficiaries, cutting out all the intermediaries in between, and that's a huge benefit for the vulnerable sections and the marginalized sections of the society. We should therefore encourage the use and development of digital technology which is open, which is responsible, and which is right space. Competition Commission of India, as of now, is looking at cases against Microsoft, against Google, many other IT companies because of the kind of restrictions they have in terms of usage of their application and various apps. Why? It should be open, it should be responsible, and it must be right based so that technology can be leveraged by just about everyone, and therefore inclusive growth can happen in the country, and also we can have a sustainable planet going forward. Corporates' efforts to fight climate change and create sustainable processes have also become a reality. It's not only a nice to have checkbox, but growing number of companies are now finding value and profitability through their efforts by making and working for the greater good of the planet. Digital transformation can definitely support the corporates in their fight against climate change by providing them real life data with regard to various changes taking place in the economic and the environment across us so that we can devise alternate strategies for agriculture, for industries, for services with a view to creating sustainable solutions for the problems that the mankind faces today. Look at cloud computing. We all been talking about cloud computing since morning. It's a new sustainability solution. Cloud computing refers to a remote solution for collecting, analyzing, and storing data in large quantities. It has two benefits which are further discussed in the light of reduced cost as well as the carbon emissions are reduced, and therefore it also has carbon benefits. The use of cloud computing provides digital benefits which are reflected in terms of increased organizational agility in addition to making the corporate sustainable and having a better brand image in the marketplace, creating a niche for itself in a highly competitive corporate world. We are all looking at building a greener planet. Therefore, we are looking at green technologies, green finance, green data centers, green banking. We are looking at green buildings. All in all, we are trying to build a green planet. Digital technologies have important and useful power, and they have tools and innovative solutions to help address environmental challenges. They are widely used to enhance climate resilience and protect those most at the risk of natural disasters. Increasing computational power and more sophisticated modeling enables disaster simulation and recovery planning in case of climate emergency. The growing volume of available environmental data allows us to gain insights and an overview of our planet's natural resources and how we can build more resilient lives and livelihoods, especially for the most vulnerable populations on this planet. The fourth industrial revolution has the power to dramatically reduce use of resources and pollution. How do we do that? This can be done by making processes more resource less intensive, more efficient, as in case of big data analysis, or by simply replacing physical supply chains altogether, as in the case of 3D printing. Digital technologies such as artificial intelligence, 5G network, blockchain can also accelerate and maximize the effects of environmental risk. A thriving digital ecosystem can bring forth innovative green companies and green strategies that can better tackle the climate crisis. The imperative is digital transformation and sustainability should become the mainstreams of the modern economy. They have to both work in tandem, go hand in hand together. Digital transformation can support businesses in making sustainable investment decisions and building environment, societal, governance data sets, ESG data sets in a more methodical manner. And further, disclosure of the company's ESG data sets will definitely provide better planning architecture for the companies and thus lead to sustainable economic development on this planet. Comprehensive digital transformation not only allows the business to function faster and more efficiently, but it also helps in changing the perception as to how a business solves various problems. To conclude, digital transformation and sustainability can flourish together. What is required is leaders must integrate sustainability considerations in their digital transformation strategy. Companies need to integrate sustainability strategies across multiple dimensions of their digital transformation roadmap. The digital transformations that we work out or plan, they must be purpose-led. There must be a defined objective. Objective should be of delivering benefits to all the stakeholders of the company, especially the vulnerable sections of the society and the marginalized sections of the society, people at the bottom of the pyramid. Rapid digitalization which happened on account of COVID-19 pandemic situation, it has now presented before us an opportunity to take a pause and rethink how we can prepare a roadmap for digital transformation. How do we make decisions? How we apply technology in new and more meaningful manner? Immense opportunity exists for companies that can capture the valuable data to drive more sustainable solutions. For example, it is estimated that the value unlocked by artificial intelligence in helping design out waste for food, keeping products and materials in use, and regenerating natural system could be up to $127 billion a year by 2030. That's a lot of money. How do we save that money? How do we generate that money? How do we have that potential of generating that kind of a revenue in terms of savings? It's only because of the application of digital technologies, especially artificial intelligence. We need to digitalize today to be ready for tomorrow. Digital transformation is a long-term process. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's not a 100-meter race. It's a marathon, which involves cooperation and input from multiple teams across all levels of the organization, all levels of society, all levels of the government. But the effort is worth because it has incredible value. You can unlock and you can get a lot of value by going for digital transformation today. And it does not have to be difficult or expensive. That is where the challenge comes. Through innovative thinking, we need to find out solutions for digital transformation and sustainability, which are quite economic, which are less costly, and which take lesser time to come to fruition, become applicable in the real world. We actually have to look at shared value opportunity. The companies need to do well. They got to make money, of course. Without making money, without being profitable, a company cannot hope to survive, sustain in the market over a long period of time. But at the same time, the companies must also think strategically to be able to use digital transformation for solving various social and environmental problems. Do well, do good for the society, for the people, for the planet. Thank you very much. These were some of the thoughts which I wanted to share with you during my brief presentation on this important topic of digital transformation. I once again thank the chairman, the director, the management, Dr. Meenakshi, for giving me an opportunity of sharing my perspectives on interconnection between digital transformation and sustainability. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, sir. Your speech has served as a guiding light, providing us with a fresh perspective and challenging us to think behind the conventional boundaries. We all are very thankful.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you.
Sir, Dr. Asif, please unmute.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, am I
Yes, am I
audible?
audible to all?
Yes, sir, you're audible. Am I audible?
Yes, yes, ma'am. You are.
Assalamu alaikum, sir. Hope you're doing great. So
Thank you.
we are truly honored to have you on this special event, and you took the time to join us today.
Thank you very much.
Sir, I'll be introducing you to my audience. Ladies and
Ma'am,
gentlemen, moving on, I'd like to welcome our next guest, Dean Faculty, Aligarh Muslim University, Dr. Asif. Please give a huge round of applause. Over
ma'am,
to
I
you,
think
sir.
ma'am, I will just wanted to tell you one thing. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
My affiliation, as mentioned in the brochure as well as in my introduction, needs slight change and modification. If you allow me, I would give my affiliation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sure, sir.
Thank you. My name is Dr. Asif Akhtar, and I'm working as an assistant professor in the Department of Business Administration of Aligarh Muslim University. And my area of research is office digitalization and its various applications. So I want to make a small correction because in my introduction in the brochure also, it is mentioned that I'm a dean. I would like to correct that I'm not a dean. I'm an assistant professor in the Department of Business Administration.
I'm very
Please carry
sorry
on.
for the mistake. Dr. Asif is not a dean, he is professor from Aligarh Muslim University.
Yes. Thank you.
You can continue, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Walaikum assalam. Good afternoon to all of you. Thank you very much to the management, the organizing committee of this seminar, and the entire management of the institute, and Professor Meenakshi Kaushik for inviting me at this platform to share my views on the theme which we call it as you know that and I teach and I write about digital transformation. So my discussion and my interaction is more from the academic point of view rather than from the industry point. And I would like to brief what is going on in the academic world as far as digital transformation is concerned, in terms of how digital transformation basically upgrades the academic research. That is my area of discussion for today. I request you to please allow me to share my PowerPoint presentation.
Sir, please, can you bring the microphone closer?
Please allow me to share my presentation.
Yes, sir, we are continuing with the process.
Okay, thank you.
So can you please bring the microphone closer? So you can be clearly audible.
Okay, am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Is my PPT visible to all of you?
Yes, sir. We are connected, sir. We are connected, sir. You can share your presentation. ये सुन ही नहीं रहे हैं। Please continue, sir.
Okay, thank you. I hope that my PPT are visible now.
Yes, sir. If microphone was a little bit closer, it will be more good for us.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Okay, now it's more clear, it's more audible.
Yes, sir.
So, okay, thank you. So, dear participants, my area of discussion with all of you is about the digital transformation from the perspective of data analytics and its role in decision making activity. And as I have already briefed you, that my point of view is more focused on academic work rather than the industrial work. Right? You have already listened a very in-depth discussion on the use of digitalization and digital transformation for the nation building exercise, for the corporate development, and as well as for the institutional and micro level. Let me go deeper into it. And from the academic point of view, what is the scope for us as an academician to take the maximum benefit of digital transformation and also to contribute in this revolution and paradigm shift, which we call it as digital transformation. A quick review of what type of discussion, what type of information is. Digital transformation is basically an umbrella term, and it includes lot of content. But the core is data. And data, today we call it as data of huge amount. And when we call it as a huge amount, we call it as a big data. Now, we have data of varied nature, we have data of varied type, we have data of varied size in various forms. So handling this diversified set of data is a very important challenge for everywhere, not only the corporate, but for academics also. Handling this type of data is a challenge. Now, digitalization, the use of digital gadgets, the use of digital applications, the softwares makes us as an academician to handle the big data in a more different way. And I will share in my coming slides how does the digital transformation actually revolutionize the entire academic research in this area. So, and not only this, how does digital transformation and the big data helps in decision making? Let me talk about, when we talk about big data, we have these that is in the form of volume, we have variety, we have velocity, we have veracity, and fifth V that we have recently added is the value of them. Right? This is very, very important point of discussion. Now, many frameworks are used in academic research, in academic work, when we talk about digital transformation. In context to big data, one of the most important framework which is currently following by the academicians and the researcher is Big DAD framework. And what is this Big DAD framework? Big DAD framework is nothing but it talks about the big data analytics and decision. So basically, it combines the big data vis-a-vis to the decision making exercise. How does, in simple language, I would say, how does big data helps a decision maker? Now, this is a process. This is a process which is divided into certain steps and stages. Now, the four-stage process of big data framework, which is being used by digital transformation exercise, is already mentioned here. The first stage is intelligence. The second stage is the design. The third stage is the choice. And the fourth stage is the implementation. Am I clear about my presentation? Am I referring to the right slide right now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So I am referring to a slide where I am showing you a framework which we call it as big data framework. Let me continue with the same. And before I move ahead, again, I would like to link my ideas. My idea is that digital transformation is a very, very, very important phenomena. It has touched upon every aspect of the life. Now it is playing a very important role in the academic research. How does it revolutionize the academic research? That is my objective, and that is my agenda for today's discussion. I am sharing a very important framework which we call it as big data framework, which is a step-by-step process which comprises of intelligence, design, choice, and implementation. Let me move ahead and throw some light on this big data framework of digital transformation. If you refer to this PowerPoint slide, you will see a very important point, which is step number 1, and which is what we call it intelligence. Intelligence, it only talks about how do we capture the data, and not only capturing the data, how do we organize the data. So capturing is one point and organizing another very important point. Conventionally, when we talk about, we have a data which is either a primary form, which is we call it as primary data, or we have a data which is in the secondary form, which is a secondary data. In both type of data, whether it is a primary or the secondary, we have its own limitations and we have own challenges. Digital transformation helps us in overcoming those challenges and overcoming those limitations. So capturing a primary data, which is generally being done with the help of questionnaire, or which is generally done with the help of checklist. These days, we have smart ways of collecting the primary data. And the important data is secondary data, which is we are based on secondary sources. Today, we have a data from geospatial satellites. Today, we have a data which is in the form of pictures.
Sir, can you
Today, we have
please
data which
change
is in
the
the form of
slide?
videos. So all this data of varied nature,
Sir?
and we are using that data.
Sir, can you please
Now,
change the slide? It's only the introduction part.
Yeah. Is it? I am referring to this slide, second slide, stage 1.
Show it to the main screen.
So show it into the main screen.
I'm showing it the main screen only.
Yes, sir. Now it's okay.
Okay. So I'm referring to the stage 1 slide of BDAT framework. I'm talking about stage 1, where stage 1 talks about the intelligence which stands for capturing the data. And not only capturing the data, it also talks about organizing the data. Now I'm telling you in a very simple language. Conventionally, the data is either of primary type or secondary type. Whether it is primary data or secondary data, it has its own challenges. Digital transformation helps us in overcoming those challenges, overcoming those problems of primary data and secondary data. And digital transformation also helps us in organizing, that is, giving it a proper structure and the shape. I am referring to stage 2, which is we call it as the designing part. Now, what is this designing talks about? After collection of data, we have to put our data in the form of a structure. That structure is available, but we need to transform it. Now, digitalization helps us in representing this model in a more simple and a more visualized manner. I will show you in the later part of my PowerPoint presentation how comes digital transformation helps us in visualization. So visualization, how it appears to the audience in a simple and a more explanatory way, that is also very important. So development of the model, and then it talks about the analysis part. We have to analyze the data to get the meaningful results. So in order to get the meaningful results, we have to apply certain tools of analysis. With the help of digital transformation, we are in a better position to showcase our data, to organize our data, to structure data, and to analyze it in a more meaningful way. We come to the point where we talk about the evaluation and the deciding part. As I have already briefed you, that we need to analyze the data. And when we analyze the data, we get lot of answers, we get lot of findings. Now, which finding and which answer is suitable to us? Digital transformation equip us to make that decision. Now, with the help of digital transformation, we are in a better position to select a proper answer or a proper solution. Finally, when we get a result, we have to implement and we have to operationalize. So if I quickly connect the notes, I'm saying that these days the digital transformation is very much helpful in the application of big data framework, which is nothing but it is a connection between big data and decision making. This framework talks about 4 steps, which is intelligence, which is design, which is choice, and finally it talks about the implementation part. Now let me quickly go back to the fundamental part of my discussion. This is all introductory, which is all theoretical. Now let me talk about practically what is going on in the academic world right now. Is this slide visible to all of you?
Yes, sir. It's visible.
Okay. I request all my members in the audience to kindly look into this slide.
Dear audience, please be attentive and look into the slide.
How does digital transformation helps us in academic research? Participants, as you know, that one of the important steps in academic research is literature review. Now, today, with the advent of digital transformation, we have moved from conventional literature review to systematic literature. And when we talk about systematic literature review, the digital transformation play a very, very critical role. I will show you examples of systematic literature review, how it has revolutionized, the content. I would like to refer back to the book which is authored by Professor Meenakshi Kaushik, and I have also contributed a chapter into that book. That book talks about the digital transformation, and I have presented my paper on systematic literature review of digital transformation. In that chapter, in that paper in the book, I try my level best to explain how the digital transformation helps us in transforming from conventional literature review to systematic literature. Very, very important point. Second, as you know that every academic research is based on certain set of variables. We call them as dimensions, we call them as factors. Now, every variable, every set of variables has its own limitation in conventional form. Now, when we talk about in today's scenario, today's organization, imagine the companies like Amazon, the companies like Facebook, the companies like the other social media or e-commerce platform. If they want to conduct a research, the type of data that they have is not of one type. The type of data is very varied and diversified. The nature is not uniform. The nature is non-uniform. Now, with the advent of digital transformation, we are in a position to simplify the nature of the variable, and not only simplify, we are in a position to use them in a different way. Before that, prior to that, it was quite difficult for us. In fact, we dropped certain variables in dimensions because of capabilities. We dropped them. But today, there is no need to drop any dimension. There is no need to drop any variable. You can take any variable because of digital transformation. Now, let me talk about data analysis. Dear participants, as you all know, that analysis is mostly mathematical and statistical in nature. And every mathematical and statistical method has certain assumptions and accuracy, like regression and correlation. So if they have their accuracy, they have their level of accuracy, we want to use that analysis which gives us the most accurate result. Digitalization helps us in improving the accuracy of analysis. This is a very important point. It helps us in using better tools. It helps us in getting result which is quite near to exact value. So if suppose I am using regression analysis, today with the help of digitalization, I can use the best regression model. If I want to use correlation analysis, if I want to go for econometric analysis, then today with the help of digitalization, I am equipped to use the analysis method which gives me the best result, which is quite near to the exact value, accurate value. So it has revolutionized the academic research in terms of giving more options of data analysis. Last aspect, which is very, very important for all of us, visualization. How does it appear? Conventionally, the appearance of the data is in the form of diagrams. Diagrams are charts, pictures, photographs, but today the visualization is more informative. Today the visualization is more catchy, is more attractive. Today the visualization is more explanatory. This is only possible due to digital transformation in academic research. There was a time where we can only talk about direct variables, or we call them as direct effect. Today, with the help of digital transformation, we are in a position to explore indirect effect or indirect variables also. It's a very important area of research which I am sharing with all of you. There was a time when we only talk about direct results, direct impact, direct effect. Today, with the digital transformation, we are in a position to understand the indirect effect. I hope I am able to make you understand the point which is going on in the academic world. Right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
sir.
let
It's
me
going
quickly
all
summarize.
good.
Yeah. I'm audible to all of you?
Yes, sir. You're audible.
Okay. So if I summarize, I would say that digitalization has impacted positively to academic research. In which way? Number one, systematic literature review. We have shifted from conventional literature review to systematic literature. Second important aspect is use of data. Today, we can use any nature of data, diversified set of data. Third point, with the digital transformation, we are in a position to use the more accurate results to more accurate models like regression and correlation. And last but not least, with the digital transformation, we are in a position to make our data more visible, and that is through interactive mode of visualization. Let me quickly show you the research areas in which data transformation is playing a very important role. Is this slide visible to all of you?
Yes, sir. It's visible.
Research areas.
Yes, sir. It's visible.
Okay. Today, the academic world is trying to find out the interrelationship between artificial intelligence and forecasting. And it is also trying to find out the relationship between artificial intelligence or data transformation vis-a-vis to social change in the society. Today, we are talking about interlinking between cost reduction and critical decision making. With the advent of the pandemic, COVID, and after that, the paradigm shift in healthcare industry, the door of digital has opened new opportunities. Today, from the marketing point of view, the role of digital transformation in decision making. Today, the digital transformation open up new ventures in terms of human resource capability. So we are trying to analyze the human factor in a more practical and a more meaningful way. This is only possible because of the digital transformation. Organizations these days are using digital transformation in understanding their efficiencies, and they are trying to use new softwares and methods of getting the better results. Today, they are trying to understand their performance, which we call them as service performance. Today, the position to analyze our public sector organizations. So government organizations as well as private organizations, they are utilizing data visualization, data transformation in a more bettered way. And this is a new venture for academic research to start. Allow me to share some statistics in terms of academic research. I would like to share a very important statistics with all of you. Is this slide visible?
Yes, so the slide is visible.
Yeah. Roughly around 600 articles are published in 2022, which talks about digital transformation. Now imagine the size of the research which is going on right now. More than 550 articles are published in various journals of repute, that is quality journals, which talks about digital transformation. And I will show you the statistics. See this slide if it is visible to all of you. From 2003 and from 2021, see the change, the growth in the academic research in the area of digital transformation. So if you write good academic papers, today the academic journals are looking for that because it is very much industry oriented. So the research that we perform are indirectly utilized by the industry. So there is an upsurge, there is an increase in the number of articles published in various journals of academic repute from 2003 till 2020 and 22. If you refer to this slide, if it is visible to all of you, it talks about the core areas of research. The areas are marketing, the areas are innovation, the areas are operational research, the areas are knowledge management and information system. So knowledge management, information system, strategic management, innovation, marketing, operations management, all these are the areas where academic work is published as far as digital transformation is concerned. This is a statistic which I have from Scopus Index journal. So you can imagine the acceptance of the academic work on digital transformation in different journals of repute. So if I quit my discussion, when we talk about the research statistics, it's a whole opportunity, whole set of opportunities for a researcher, for an academic researcher to do work on digital transformation. Digital transformation helps us in a varied way. Few ways in which I have already mentioned, it's transforming conventional literature review into systematic literature review, helping us in analyzing our data in a more accurate way, and presenting our result in a more visualized method. Statistics are already there in front of you. Roughly 600 articles are published in ABTC ranked journals, which are Scopus Index. When we talk about the year-wise statistics, there is a huge growth in publications when we talk about digital transformation. And lastly, the key area of work for us is strategic management, marketing, knowledge management, operation research, and innovation. Now, dear friends and participants, I have presented my view how digitalization has helped as an academician to me and how I am a beneficiary of a digital transformation. Now, what is my role right now? My role is that how can I contribute in this phenomena of digital transformation by publishing academic work in journal of repute. With this, I would like to conclude my talk because it's already 4:35, and extremely thankful to the institute for giving me this opportunity to speak on this agenda of digital transformation.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Meenakshi, our chairman, sir, director, sir. Everyone's really thankful to you for your expertise and dedication to have made a lasting impact on all of us today. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you.
We have covered a lot of ground and explored various aspects of digital transformation that can significantly impact organizations in today's rapidly evolving digital transformation. On this note, I'd now like to request our esteemed faculty member, Ms. Asifa Arabi, to please come forward to stage for the vote of thanks.
इसके बगैर भी होगा ना Good afternoon, everyone. Respected dignitaries, invitees, participants, and their students, I'm feeling honored to get this opportunity to conclude today's one-day national seminar on digital transformation. This event has been a remarkable journey of knowledge sharing, insightful discussions, remarkable experiences. On behalf of IITM, I would like to express our deepest appreciation to all the audience and everyone involved in making this seminar a resounding success. I express my gratitude to our esteemed guests from Kashmir University and IUST who expressed their views in the beginning session. This time, they are not with us, but still we are grateful for their presence. Our sincere thanks and appreciation goes to Dr. Meenakshi Kaushik, the Professor and Dean of Trinity Universe Institute of Innovations in Professional Studies, for delivering the thematic address. Your profound insights and thought-provoking ideas on the role of digital transformation in shaping the future have left an indelible mark on all the participants. We express our heartfelt gratitude for sharing your expertise and valuable perspective with us. We are honored to acknowledge our Chief Patron and Chairman IMT, Dr. Yusuful Umar, for his motivating and dynamic leadership, whose constant encouragement and support have been instrumental in making the seminar possible. Your visionary guidance and dedication to promote digital transformation have laid a strong foundation for the success of this event. We are grateful for your continued support and belief in the power of innovation. We are also privileged to our esteemed Director, Dr. Ari Thakur, for his constant guidance and support for the execution of this whole event. Thank you, sir, for your gracious presence. I would also like to extend my thanks to Dr. Arvind, Dr. Asif Ansari, and Dr. S.K. Gupta for conducting the informative online sessions. Your expertise in your respective fields and your ability to present complex concepts in a simplified manner have been the sessions that immensely are valuable for our participants. We appreciate your efforts and dedication in enlightening us on various aspects of digital transformation. I would also like to express my heartfelt appreciation to the conference team, Ms. Rumaisa, Ms. Sabina Tarek, Ms. Kurat, Ms. Rizwana, Ms. Amreen, and Mr. Arshid, who have tirelessly worked behind the scenes and ensuring that every task is completed perfectly on time to ensure the smooth execution of this seminar. I am really thankful to whole team for your hard work, commitment, and attention. I would also like to extend my appreciation to the HR team for their commitment and support leading up to the seminar. Last but not the least, I would like to thank our technical team, Mr. Javed Ahmed Pare, Mr. Umar, and Mr. Adil for being here for sitting all through these 2 to 3 days. I think they deserve a big round of applause for sitting here and their patient appreciation. I also thankful to the menial staff for commendable work they have done today for the execution of the event. Thank you so much all. I have been extremely impressed and touched by the ability of the participants exceptionally, and I think they deserve a huge round of applause. My thanks to the chairs for sparing their time. Thank you all for being here today. Once again, thank you all for making this event a successful one. Sorry. Now there's a felicitation ceremony for the students who have worked really very hard for making this event success. For that event, I would like to request our respected and esteemed I would request our chairman, sir, for please come on the dais and for the distribution of the certificates. And our respected director, sir, to come on the dais for the distribution. Sir, please. दे इधर आज मैं announce करती हूँ. बुला. Give it to me.
ये देखिए अपना ऑन कीजिए पहले.
अच्छा मैं देती हूँ. Oh.
ये मैं नहीं ट्रेनरों का माइक है.
I would also request Dr. Meenakshi, please come on the dais for gracing us with your presence and felicitate our students. Please, ma'am. मैं announce करूँ? Mehrul Nisa.
West Yemen. So Yemen, Arizona में.
Uzma Jilani. Roman Roof. Roman. Mohsin Gulzar. Asra Yasin. Maria Javed.
फिर बोलना all the faculty members come on the days and
For photo shoot.
for photo session. बोल
Sheikh Mohammed Abdub. Mir Fazil Fayaz. Anis Zafar. Huzair. Is Huzair here? Zulkarnain Zulfi. Faraz Khan. अच्छा. Janita Thapa. Janita. Atufa. Tamkeen Shabir. Ahmed Sarab. नहीं ये अहमद सर आप वहां से लेना बेटा। मीर जाबिद, आसिफ अशरफ, आफ्ताब, मोहम्मद आफ्ताब, ना he's not here. जॉनीस मुजफ्फर, नवाफ खान, सुहैब नबी, मुसैब ज़हूर, मुसैब ज़हूर, मोइन अंद्राबी, मीर आतिफ, अनीस रियाज, सर को दे दो। सानिया अशरफ, अमान खुर्शीद, आबिद रफीक, इज आबिद हेयर, फहीम मंजूर, मुजम्मिल बिलाल, नहीं ये फहीम, फहीम, असरार फयाज, प्लीज मुजम्मिल, मुजम्मिल आप आ चाहिए। तहलील अशरफ, आहिद सोफी, आहिद सोफी, मोइन जान रशीद, पीछे so he's coming. पीरजादा वाजिद, फैज ले लेगा उनके बिहाफ पे। हाँ, सदफ खान, वहां से ले लो बेटा। मुस्कान शोरा, खोलो। नो सर हो गया। Now I request all the faculty members, both teaching and non-teaching, to come on the podium for photo session, please. And all the members, governing body members from IMT, to come on dais for the photo session. I also request our tech team, Mr. Adil Bashir and Mr. Umar, for taking the certificates.
Sir, screen करो बंद. Screen करो बंद.